Thank you. All right, to our next story. You know, the very interesting times in my country, your country, continues with a face-to-face confrontation between the law and job security. Hear this. Recall that the Nigerian Senate had given a directive that all alcoholic beverages in sachet, glass, or bottles be abolished. The distillers, we just talked about them, the distillers asked for and got a 5-year moratorium, which ended in January 2024. Now, the government agency involved, that is the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has moved to enforce that law. But members of the Distillers Association, under the aegis of the Food, Beverages, and Tobacco Senior Staff Association, have kicked. They warn that enforcing the ban will threaten 5.5 million jobs. They besieged the NAFDAC office in Lagos to register their protest. We ask, what happens next? Wale.
There are two sides to this story.
Okay.
The argument is that, okay, if we ban sachet alcohol,
okay,
5 million jobs will be lost, in the food, beverage, and tobacco industry. And that so NAFDAC should not ban these, sachets, should allow them to stay. So the other argument is, how do we balance this in the context of societal values? In the context
otherwise, the counter argument is NAFDAC is saying to secure the fortunes and the lives of youth.
Sure.
These alcoholic beverages in sachets, will lead to something untoward.
So it's left for us to choose between profit and humanity. For the average Nigerian, we want everything that can give us money. But for a society that cares about the future of its people, that's why you see in some countries, when they discover that some drugs are not good for human consumption, even when they have been distributed outside, the government will withdraw those drugs, even at a loss to the producers. So this argument for me, I don't think it holds water. Even though we know some people are, working and all that, they are just tied to it. But I don't think we should encourage a society where people feed on the mystery of fellow human beings.
That's it.
Because we have to consider the impact on health, on psychology, on domestic violence, on even the fact that it's on even our youths, our children.
Talk about safety too.
Safety, because the union, I was surprised that they had to go and demonstrate and all that. And they are saying that there is no research. The National Library of Medicine conducted research, that, and it's embarrassing. People from the age of 10 to 14 years, 15 to 19 years, they did this research at the bottom. They are consumers of this because it's cheap, it's accessible. So when you give a child 500 naira to go to school, they can afford to buy alcohol out of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they also in that research, it's also linked to unusual sexual urge among younger people, which might encourage rape, sexual aggression. And there are also many other research findings that link the consumption to liver damage, to tuberculosis, to even cancer.
Yeah.
Not to talk about the environmental pollution caused by the sachets that are disposed indiscriminately. So I think our society must learn to put humanity before profit.
Yeah.
So that it's not just, even when they're talking about 5 million jobs, I have my doubts. I don't think there's anyone that exclusively what he sells, pet alcohol and sachet. What they do is that they match these things with other things that they sell. And they had enough time. They were given a moratorium of so many years.
Oh, yes.
So I think that, I know that Nigeria is very aggressive about profit. And we don't care about humanity. We don't care to sell human organs to make money. We don't care to kill to make money. We just think cash, everything should be about cash. But we must learn to protect the society from the rage of violence, of all sorts of terrible things that can lead to premature death. So I've seen a lot of research people have conducted all over the world. This thing is danger. It's a major threat to our society. And I think we must stand on our feet. will no matter the consequences. So I'm with the NAFDAC chairman, you know, and I believe that the Senate will not eat his words. Because I know these people now, they'll be going up and down to bribe and all that, to make sure that nothing happens. In other countries, what will happen is that they'll close down those buildings. Let's not have those jobs so that we can preserve, you know, humanity and save our children from, you know, dying young. 50% of accidents in Nigeria are linked to you know, this alcohol consumption.
And these things are sold at bus stops.
Yeah, bus stops everywhere. It's accessible everywhere, you know. So
and Soko, I was going to talk about you know, alcoholic drinks should come from fermented palm wine, you know. But what the new thing is to add one other
ethanol. And no.
Ethanol.
Well, even ethanol is even, you know.
There's a particular.
Citizens, I think I'm in full support of what NAFDAC is doing. Because
no, the woman, the DJ of NAFDAC is doing a yeoman's job.
I know so many people. I know when this issue about, okay, they want to ban, and then they had a discussion with her, and she gave reasons why this has to be possible.
Yeah.
We have a young population in Nigeria. Maybe they don't know, the people, the distillers. We have a young population. And most of them are frustrated, most of them are always angry. And you begin to ask yourself, what is causing this frustration?
Especially in these days of drug and substance abuse.
Exactly. You know, and this is also another thing that leads to cultism in schools. You are going to a primary school or even a secondary school, you find out that they are selling this shekwe and all these things that you are seeing. They sell it very close to the gate. To the gate. You give your child's money for lunch. The next thing, because of peer group influences, they will go and be buying them.
And these things
they will not eat. At the end of the day, it affects them mentally.
It is not alcohol. He has got it. It is ethanol.
Yes.
And
some of them contain up to 40% alcohol.
Yes,
40% alcohol.
And for your kidney.
Yeah.
That is one. Then two, I know that NAFDAC has said that, okay, do not sell in these PET bottles. And by now, after the number of months that they give to these distillers, they should have begun to think of what they should be able to, look for alternatives for them to be able to
moratorium. 4 years.
Exactly. For them to be able to sell their products.
Think out of the box.
You cannot tell me that a conductor who is shouting Oshodi, Oshodi, the next thing you look at his mouth, he's smelling of alcohol, maybe around 5 a.m. Oh, okay. And then you want the NAFDAC woman to say everything is okay. No.
Go to major motor parks. Before the driver leaves, it takes about 2-3.
Because he knows it's cheap.
Yeah.
In certain climes, like people like Nigerians used to say.
My country is sane.
Yes. In other countries.
In other climes.
In other countries.
Yeah.
Before a young person buys alcohol, they will ask for your ID.
Sure. Even in the United States.
Yes. Yeah. Ask for your ID. And then they don't sell in PET bottles.
Yes. No.
You want to drink, no problem. You walk to the shop, they ask for your ID because they look at you, whether you have small frame, you have big, but they ask for your ID.
First of all, they establish if you were sent.
Yes.
Or if you sent yourself.
Even in some places in the US, you cannot drink in the open.
You can't.
You cannot drink in the open. So there must be values, there must be rules.
Reckless abandon. The young people are out. Some women are even selling it.
Yeah.
They are carrying babies. Some people are breastfeeding. They are carrying babies. Yeah.
Asuko, men our age and women our age still go for these things.
So what we should, I think even now that the National Assembly has even waded in and said, no, go ahead and ban, the next is for them to begin to look at putting a peg on the youth or the number of age that should be able to buy alcohol. Because from here, after we have removed this, the PET bottles, the sachet and everything, we should now say, okay, fine, distillers, if you are selling at all, you should begin to look for shops where people can go there and do not just sell to anybody. Sell based on we have driver's license, you have NIN, you have all those things. Let's begin to get to that point whereby we will live in a sane country for crying out loud.
No,
we have to.
You
we
mean
have to.
saner country.
Yes, we have to get to that level because maybe the distillers don't know. I mean, they don't know what all this small sachet of alcohol is doing to the youth.
Many have died.
Most of them with, you see them with small bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Some will tell you that they'll pour it inside bottle of, what is it called? Soft drinks.
Yeah. They say
they'll take it to school.
If
meanwhile, they have mixed it with shakme and everything, all kinds of things.
And colos.
Yes.
They say heaven helps you if your niece or your nephew is clutching a bottle of soft drink and you
go and then
attempt
say you want to
take a
test.
sip. You might be in trouble.
Yeah. Because you are taking another thing.
Because they have mixed it and mixed. So I feel the distillers should not, this round that they are going protesting is not the right thing, because so many parents will even be angry with them. So the best thing
people that are protesting, most of them, their wives are distributors.
Exactly.
So it's all about self-interest.
So they should look for alternatives. I'm not saying they should go out of business, but look for alternative ways. But not this sachet, not these small PET bottles that they are selling. No.
Of course, we can tell every Nigerian watching.
And please, government.
From the hangout.
Please, I think government should begin to send police, whether police or the security forces. They should go to all the secondary schools and make sure that these women are not selling around secondary schools. Because it's
motor parks. Bus stops.
The fashion said no, they cannot be selling.
Oh, yeah.
So they have to do it.
So it's not just about NAFDAC. State governments, local governments, it's about our future of our children.
From journalist hangout, we make bold to say what you are consuming is not alcohol.
It's death.
It is ethanol, not good for your system. So the law is the law. So ours is not to repeal any law. Okay, to our next story.